Hey guys, this is your Walking Dead conspiracy theorist, and you haven't heard from me in a while. Basically, no theories today. Just going to explain something with the butterfly effect in the Walking Dead. We have here an issue where Carol's negativity really did have the worst effect on how she treated Sam, and with him freaking out. Um, everything that happened there could be tied to uh, basically her first interaction with Sam and Carol, that is, in way back in the episode 513, which I believe was titled Forget. Carol, is plotting with Rick and Daryl to, get the guns that really aren't kept tabs on, to, just have some extra firearms. And what happens is that you know Sam catches her, and in catching her, Sam essentially has Carol in an awkward spot, and she threatens Sam, and her words to Sam basically sticks with the young man. And it's something that he was going through a lot of trauma in the first place. Sam had his mom being abused by his father. He seems like a very awkward and fragile kid to begin with. And it's just a whole domino effect of events. So everything that happened in the season premiere of The Walking Dead can be in fact tied to Carol, and what she did with Sam, and she was a big part of us freaking out, obviously. And the show wants you to know that. In contrast, everything that was positive in this episode of The Walking Dead 609 premiere, No Way Out, everything that happened positive was a tie back to Morgan. Him saving that wolf in episode 602 really did pay off, where he basically sacrificed himself so that Denise could get back to safety and ultimately save Carl, who you see, this was the ultimate effect from what Carol did, and we see it played out here. And then we go back to, Morgan and him trying to rehabilitate the wolf, and it seems at least some of that partially stuck. The wolf basically, did have a bit of a change of heart. It was maybe a little bit more than, hey, I just need a doctor. So basically, Carol even realizes it herself when she shoots the wolf, and basically there's a little bit of regret there. But with Morgan, his actions has a positive effect because Denise is there for Carl in his time of need. This being one of the most gruesome injuries from the comics ever recorded. I didn't even think they would go there. First of all, I thought, oh, it happened. He's okay, and then they flash up just like they did in the comics, and there's that panel where Carl is missing his eye, and he's saying like something to the effect of "Dad," and it was like a good callback to that. Morgan also saving Father Gabriel back again in 602. That episode was called JSS, I recall. Basically paid off big time too, because Gabriel would take it upon himself to get Judith out of there, you know, earlier. And that was so pivotal because, hey, what would have happened had Judith been there and Carl got shot, and then she falls from his arms and she's rolling on the ground crying and screaming? Those walkers would have devoured her. You know, basically, essentially, what a lot of people don't realize is that, through Morgan's actions and the butterfly effect there, him being there to save others, it really helped direct this episode. Judith is alive because of what Morgan's philosophy is, that all life is precious. And it's this battling of ideals between Morgan and Carol. And, Morgan's way of ideals is really proving to pay huge dividends in this mid-season premiere, and we all saw that the positive effect. Daryl, whom he saved in 516, is alive only because Morgan was able to intervene, and he had the great idea to set the lake on fire, and that incident turned everything just around for the survivors. So, a lot of the positives from No Way Out was because of Morgan, and you know a lot of people fail to realize the butterfly effect, the domino effect that he had, the positive effect. Anyway, feel free to lay down your thoughts, guys. Always glad to interact with you. Thank you. Have a great day.